Hello. Welcome to yet another episode. This episode is a Q&A, questions and answers. I asked you guys to submit questions through my story, so I got a few questions that I want to talk about today. And if you are watching this live session and if you feel like you want to ask me questions, just type it in the comments, in the comment section. I don't know if I can have like a question Q&A bubble. I see people manage to do that, but I have no idea how to do it. Okay. And if you are new here to my page, welcome to my page. I hope you find value through my content. My name is Hilde and I teach professional service providers how to close the first hard ticket client organically. That is what I do. So I have this business part-time. I work full-time as a sales manager. So I've been in business for a long time, for over 10 years, I think, 12 years. So I'm very strategic and logical, as at least that's what my clients tell me that I am. But I think I am that. So my content is usually based. They want like, do this, do that. If you want the result, this is what you have to do. So I teach a step-by-step process also through my elite program. And that is a step-by-step process that is designed to help you to close your first hard ticket client. So, but that's that. That was the introduction. Today we are talking about 2, maybe 3 questions if we have time for it. So the first question that was pre-submitted to this live session was, how do I know if I have niched down? You hear many people talk, many coaches, everybody's basically telling you to niche down. And I think that is very important now more than it perhaps was. I entered this space in 2021. And what I saw that then was that like people were making money like crazy. And you could probably earn a lot of money by not being niched down and being generic. But I think now people are getting more sophisticated. There is so much content being produced that I think people now are being more sophisticated in who, if they're going to pay premium, they need to understand what they actually are buying. And so I think the coaching industry has become more mature. So that is why I think now being niched is even more important, because people need to understand what kind of result you deliver. What are they actually buying? But niching down is a difficult process. So when it comes back to your question, how do I know if I have niched down? What I see many people are doing wrong is that they usually they read about how to niche down and they look for information how to niche down, but niching down is quite difficult. And what I see people are doing is they take a job title. So they have a job title, like they're a coach or a consultant, and adding demographic data to try to describe their ideal client. So when I ask who's your ideal client, and they start to describe all this demographic data, I have women between 25 to 55 that are working, but they are looking for a new direction and something else to do with their life. Like that, and that is not a niche. So you're taking your job title, that is a coach, consultant, and saying and describing who you basically want to attract. So that is not an effective. That is either our niche or very effective. But to be honest, niching down is quite difficult. So I teach in my program, I teach the STP method. So it stands for segmentation, targeting, and positioning. Because niching, when you are niche down, you have a specific segment group you're focusing on. You have a clear problem that you're solving, and you also have a specific method to solve that specific problem. So when you are aiming, like helping women between 25 and 60, like that is, where do you start to look for those type of people, and how do you know that they have the specific problem that you're trying to solve? Because there's a lot of women in the world that's between 25 and 60. So it does not give any specific information about the problem you're solving. So, but it's a quite difficult process to niche down and to learn how to properly segment. So I usually teach segmentation. Like first of all, try to explain to my students what our segment group is. Our segment group is a group, either a group of people or a group in general, location, that usually have the same type of issues or problems. So you can segment based on different things. You can segment based on a geographical segmentation. So are you focusing on companies in your specific area, a local area, a regional? Do you have a country that you focus on? So you can segment based on geographical areas. You can segment based on firmographical. So are you targeting oh hi Begga. Firmographical segmentation, are you focusing on businesses? What kind of businesses? So you can how can you say subcategories to that segmentation. So if you have a business, what kind of business? Do you segment based on the industry, the market, the revenue of the company, how many employees there are in the company? So you can have layers underneath that segmentation, under firmographical segmentation. So you have different ways of segmenting. But when you understand what a segment group is, you get better to understand how, like, what kind of segment group am I going to focus on? So that's the first step that I teach in the process of niching down. Like, you need to have a proper segment group that is measurable. So can you look up information about your market? Because I think also people do not quite understand or can properly identify what a market is. So you need to have a measurable segment group that is defined as a market. So you can go online and look up information about your market. How much is this market going to grow? Am I in a rising market or a falling market? You need to understand and get information about your market. And you can't properly do that if your ideal client or your segment group is women between 25 and 60. But if you are segmenting based on firmographical, like, could you look up how many companies in the construction industry that has a revenue above $4 million or more in the United States? Yes, you can. So you can look up information about your market. So the segment group has to be measurable. So, for instance, I'm going over now the videos for the elite curriculum. So I'm redoing everything. So the example that I have made in this one video and how to teach my clients how to properly segment is that if you are a parenting coach, you're helping parents, okay. But there's different kind of parents. So those type of parents, they have different kind of problems. So if you take up your parenting coach, you're helping parents, what kind of parents? Single parents, stay-at-home parents, mothers, teenage parents. Do you help adopting parents? Because an adopting parent can have different kind of issues and problems than a teenage parent. They experience different kind of problems. So when you first have identified your segment group, you can start to look and understand, how can I solve one of those problems that unique and unique segment group are experiencing. But you can't, I can't say you can't, but you make it difficult for yourself to spot a problem if you do not have a specific and measurable segment group. So you need to understand, you need to ask yourself, how do I know if I have niche down? Can you look up information about your segment group? Yes or no? So this is not like I'm helping motivated women. Can you look up how many motivated women there are in the United States in 2023? No, you can't. So either you are a lawyer or you're not. Either you are a doctor or you're not. Either you have a revenue of $4 million or more, or you don't. So is your market segment group, is it measurable? You can't measure a feeling, because my feeling can change tomorrow. So today I'm motivated, but tomorrow, I don't know. It depends. And your market segment group do not depend. It is or it isn't. So ask yourself, can I measure my market? Can I find any information about my market? Your next job is to recognize and solve one of that specific problem that this segment group are experiencing. And then you create your specific solution to that specific problem. That's how you segment. That's how I teach how to segment and how to find your niche. But it's difficult. But what I say to my clients is, like, when you see it, you can't unsee it. When you see it, you can't unsee it. It's like a light bulb moment. Oh my God, of course. Now I get it. So a motivated woman is not a segment group. Women can be, but you need to get some more information about that woman that you're trying to attract. So that's how I teach how to segment, how to niche down, how to find your niche. So this is what we dedicate 3 sessions in in the elite program, the first 3 sessions, because you need to understand this. You need to understand the segment group. You need to understand the problem. You need to know what kind of solution you're going to create to solve that specific problem. Because if you don't, your content won't be effective. Your messaging won't be effective. You keep on struggling to attract qualified leads. You will keep on enrolling shit clients, and that is like, everybody's having different kind of problems. You will make it difficult for you to spot the patterns, to see the patterns, to streamline a process that will help people get results. Because all you do is attract clients that want different kind of results. So that's that. All right. I hope that was a good answer to that question. How can I close high ticket clients when I have an audience who only buys low ticket products? How can I close high ticket clients when I have an audience who only buy low ticket products? This is a problem that many people are having. And what I see people doing wrong is they try to please their current audience and create offers so they can buy, because they are so afraid of letting go of that audience. And that is a stupid thing, in my opinion. Because when you're trying to attract a new audience that thinks differently, they make buying decisions differently, your marketing message will be inefficient if you're trying to please both. Because you think that you are leaving money on the table by not having an offer that your current audience might buy. And I felt the same way when I transitioned from low ticket to high ticket. But I just said to myself, I just need to leave my old audience behind, because like they're not buying anyway. And I worked hard to get a few clients in that paid $349, $500, and I increased it to $549, and I still worked a lot of hours to close those clients as well. But you will have an efficient content strategy and messaging if you try to please both audiences, because they are valuing different kind of things when they're making a buying decision. So my clients, I have data on this, because whenever I enroll new clients into my program, I make them fill out a form of what influences you to make a buying decision. And the majority of my clients tell me that long form video content is the most important thing when they decided to invest in me. And I teach also a lot of high ticket sales psychology through my content. And when you have a low ticket audience and a high ticket audience that value different things, a low ticket audience, they are not willing or able or committed to pay a high price to invest to work with you, and that's fine. So they value different things. They want cheap products. They like perhaps quick fix. And high ticket clients, they don't. They like this kind of content. They like me explaining giving value through long form content. I speak in a different way because the people I'm trying to attract think like me. So through my values, I attract the people who have the same values as me. Because if I'm going to invest in somebody, I only think about like I want to pay for quality, for value. So I consume content in a different way. I want a relationship with that person that I'm investing in a different way. So if you are trying, if you desperately want to hold on to your current audience and please them, I think it's a bad idea, because the marketing effort, the messaging will be inefficient. Your job through your content is to communicate with your market. So you need to have a lot of sales psychology through your content. So, but that's just my opinion. I guess also people have made it possible to have like to offer both a low ticket and high ticket offer. But when you are a solopreneur, when you are alone, you don't have anybody to help you, it's just you can only do so much. It's not like a low ticket audience. Having a lot of clients is easier. You have more to do. You have more clients. So it's not easier, in my opinion, to sell low ticket. It's just my opinion. But how can I close high ticket clients when I have an audience who only buy low ticket products? Leave the low ticket clients, leave the low ticket audience behind. Start to produce content in a way that attracts the new leads, the new qualified leads to you. Start to build up a new following base, a new audience, and then you need to create a messaging that is aligned with how the new audience are making buy decisions. You need to understand your new audience first. But it's a bad idea to try and being so afraid of letting that old audience go. But I get it in a way. I understand it. Because you've spent a lot of time building up 4,000 followers, and then you have to forget about them. That's what I did as well. 8,000 followers, and then I just had to say sayonara, ciao, bye, thank you very much, see ya. But I'm glad I did. I'm glad I did, because it helped my business in so many ways. I was able to do this working full time, increase my revenue, having really, really good clients, having a family, having a husband that has a lot of activities going on. I'm able to make it work in some way, because my business model is now high ticket. But start with learning how to attract high ticket clients by understanding how they're making buying decisions. Produce long form video content that will provide value to them about the problem that they're experiencing, and tell them how you solve it. Spend a lot of time building relationships with your audience in the direct messages. That's my opinion. You need, if you have not yet closed your first high ticket client, you need to increase your own activity. You need to talk to a lot of people, building relationships in the direct messages, and at the same time produce high value content. So it's hard to close clients regardless if it's low ticket or high ticket. But just understand that high ticket clients, they think differently, they observe content differently, they value different things than low ticket buyers. And relationships is even more important when you're trying to attract and close high ticket clients. For me, is the long form video content and the sales call that has been influential in for them making a buying decision. Those two things. Short form video content, not that much. But long form video content and the sales call was the two things that was most influential when they made a buying decision. I hope that answered the question. It was a long live. 2 questions and a long live. Who is on? Can I see who is on? Alexander. Hello. Any questions? Any questions now? I'm going to say this live. I hope this was valuable if I answered the questions the right way. But do you have any questions around business, around high ticket, me? I don't know, whatever. Just type it in the comment section. But the Elite October cohort starts the kickoff starts in 1 hour, and I'm really, really excited. So the next cohort is about to kick off. So I have 4 cohorts in 1 year. Next cohort will then be in January. So just save the date. But I'm really excited for the new cohort. The group is really, really good. For me, it's extremely important to have a good dynamic in a group. So I only have 3. I cap each cohort is to have only 3 participants, students, because I only have so many hours available, and for me it's really, really crucial that I deliver the result that I promise. So with me working full time, having this business on the side, I've capped it for each cohort for 3 persons. I don't know how I'm going to do it in January, if I'm going to have more people on, but I'm increasing my rates as well in January. So, and also in 2024, I am introducing a new program, a 12 months program. So that will be exciting. But if there's not any more questions, I hope you enjoyed my live session. So see you next Thursday.